I could see everyone's lovely messages. Good morning. Yesterday was very crazy and busy, so I was not able to do a live. I woke up this morning and I am still working on my scrappy stars here. So this is what we're gonna work on this morning, and we'll talk and chat. I am gonna grab a square for me to cut with, and I have to go ahead and use this. So these scrappy star pieces are 5 and, well, the scrappy star block measures 5.5, and I just need a couple of scrap pieces that are 5.5. And I'm gonna go ahead and put my stuff. And you've seen me do this. I'm just working on this. When some folks come on, we'll talk, we'll chat, tell you what was up yesterday, what's up now, and see what we can do together. I see we have a bunch up here. So good morning to you all. I'm gonna just finger press this right now. Use my, this here is a wallpaper seam roller, and it just gives you a little bit more room. It's a sewing hack I have instead of buying one of the others. All right, and then come here. So how is everyone doing this morning? Is everyone doing great this morning? Hopefully we're streaming okay. Welcome, Linda. I'm going to unveil what I've worked on this morning. Here we are. So we have that. So good morning, Linda and Jessica and Muriel. Still got the kink in the neck. So that's a little bit of an issue I have this morning still. Let me put on this. There we go. So I could read better. Okay, good morning, Smellford. Okay, well, sometimes we have those things. Let's think positive. I'm fat and happy as usual. Muriel, you're too funny. Well, I am feeling much better today. I was not feeling so hot, and and that's just life, right? My hair's crazy. I don't know what happened this year in Puerto Rico, but my hair is wild. So we're just gonna go with it. I went to the beach yesterday, and I was gonna go live on the beach, except for I haven't told you all what's going on. So I didn't do my live yesterday, and one of the reasons is my grandmother was not doing well the day before. She was not well at all. She was a color I have never seen her before. It was very alarming. And we FaceTime, like my kids FaceTime with her, and my son Dylan had been here about 2 months ago. My daughter, she was with me on this vacation, and she had just left. But my son Luke, which you know him as a Butters, told her that, because he hadn't seen her in 2 years, that he was going to come this summer. And so, needless to say, Butters booked a flight. Yes, I said you could wait maybe a day or two. Maybe the prices will get better. He didn't, because he says, I promised her I was going to see her, and I want to see her. So he booked a flight. Him and his girlfriend flew down here. And so yesterday morning, while I should have been on a live, I was picking him up at the airport. Put your hands behind your back at this mall and flex. Oh, yeah, probably. That's probably a good idea. It's jacked up. I don't know. Anyway, so I picked up Butters and his girlie yesterday and his honey, and we went to go see Grandma, and they're like, nope, you can't come in here because he got the first flight. So I picked him up super early in the morning, and so when we got there, it was 9 o'clock. Yeah, I'm gonna try that, Muriel. I'm definitely gonna, that's a good idea. And so therefore we couldn't go in. So they had been up since midnight the night before. They really hadn't slept much. And because they had to drive all the way down to the city to take their flight. And so needless to say, we had breakfast. It was good. And then we got to see Grandma, and she looked so much better. She had color. I mean, she was gray. It was not pretty the couple days before. She was having lots of issues. Yesterday she had her color, and she's still, right now, she's very confused. Like, she couldn't recognize my daughter and stuff like that on FaceTime, and she doesn't even recognize her own reflection, because she's like, who's that old lady looking at me? Because we were doing FaceTime and you know, or Messenger, and you see yourself. So she's still a little disoriented, but she had color to herself yesterday, and when she saw Luke, her eyes went wide, and she was happy because that was the last one she hadn't. That was her last great grandkid she hadn't seen yet. So she was extremely happy. All right, you know what? I can't deal with just Vitas right now, so you're going bye-bye. Sorry, I'm not up for that this morning. Yeah. So, hold on. There we go. Just think about it, okay? I'm going through a lot. I don't need all you all to come up here and start with me first thing in the morning. Come here, enjoy, give me a hello. Tell me if you're having a crappy day, that's fine. We get it. We're here to cheer people up. This is the Pass It Forward. We want to pass positivity and happiness all around. Hi, Joyce. So, but if you're coming here just to mess with me this morning, yeah, this is not going to happen. So anyway, so Abuelita was doing better. My mom said she was so yesterday afternoon, and then I wasn't feeling well, so I had to lay down. But my son was here with his girlfriend, and I made dinner. I didn't even end up eating dinner. I was just laying down. I woke up this morning, and I don't know if I was just heat exhaustion or what yesterday afternoon, or just running around so much. So I feel much better, and I'm sewing a bit. So that's where we are in the life of what's going on here. I actually thought last night, I called my mom, and she's like, well, I'll take you to the emergency room. And I'm like, no, you don't need to do that. You've been up with Grandma. I said, let's see how I wake up in the morning, see how things are. And the last thing I wanted to do was go to an emergency room last night. So I did. I slept, and I woke up a different person, much better. You know, before I went to bed, I did drink a lot of coconut juice, which has electrolytes and stuff like that. So I just think I just wore myself out just with everything. But I took care of myself, and I'm feeling better. So I'm going to call her, because she thinks that she's going to take me to a doctor's office, just not the emergency room, like her regular doctor, and call him and see what to do. But we're good, so that's good. That'll be one thing less off her mind, off of my mind. But other than that, I'm feeling good. Yes, I'm feeling much better. So my son is stranded with no car, so I'm not gonna be on this live too long, because I'm gonna go check in on him and his honey, make sure they want to come over for breakfast. Hi, Dawn. But in the meantime, I am gonna finish this quilt today, or right now. So we're gonna do this together, and while we're doing this, good morning, Vintage Style by Joe. I told you all my tea at the beginning. So if you're coming in and you want to know what the tea is, go back and watch at the beginning, and you will see all the tea I spilled. So here is the quilt that I put together. So as you can see, the sashing's on the side. I didn't think she'd be up this early. So I'm going to go ahead and try to put this last row to this. And here we are. Oh, good. You heard the tea? That's good. So we have these, and what I am trying to figure out is how I'm going to put them. So there's a lot of orange. So we're going to put this red here. And then this one, which will be an orange, will go upside down. And this one here, I'm going to put a yellow that goes right side up. I'll put this one like that, this here, and then that here. So there we go. I've got it. I've got my sashing, so we're going to go right. No, I did not, but you know what? I do have gas. I have gas. You are giving me gas right now. And for those who know my channel knows exactly what that means. And I just don't even have it in me today. Thank you, Marie. I'm in the DR, not so far. You're in the DR, girl. You should have been here in Puerto Rico. We could have been hanging out on Hobo's Beach yesterday, and we did go to the beach. I went to the beach yesterday, so after we visited Abuela, you know, they're very strict over there. You have to go in at a certain time and you have to leave. So it's not like free range like they do in the States. So here we go. I have a couple questions. Ready? Mythologically speaking, that's a big word for this morning. The ages of man were golden, silver, bronze, and so the mythologically speaking, the ages of man were golden, silver, bronze, and A, stone, B, brass, or C, iron. That was a mouthful for this morning. Okay. Something's wrong here, or I'm missing one of these. Let's see what I did. Good morning. So here we go. Good morning, Barb. Had to cut my trip short. I was planning on a ferry to Puerto Rico. Was going to surprise you. That would have been cool. Good morning, Deb and Annette. It's been an interesting morning, folks. I have timed out, hidden. Oh boy. I was on the first, but couldn't leave a message in the cat. Had to come in twice before I could. Oh, sorry. Gotta go to breakfast. See y'all soon. No problem. You have a lovely day. Here we are. Let's see, you're going to guess A. You're going to guess iron. Guessing stone. Oh, we're deleting more. I've missed some folks. Let's see. Oh, it happened to you too? All right, so let's see, where are we at? So we have this. This is the last row, and of course I probably screwed something up somewhere. That goes there, and then this goes up like that. I'm gonna put this. So I just have to figure out what I'm doing for borders still. I haven't figured that out yet, but I will. I can't believe it's taken me this long. How long have I been here in Puerto Rico? Since July 8th, and I still don't have a quilt done? That is so not like me. So not like me to just not have a quilt done. That is wild to me. Wild. No wonder I'm bat, you know what, crazy right now. I don't have my therapeutic sewing time happening. So here, therapeutically speaking, here we go. Ready? They are out in droves in this morning, apparently so. All right, mythologically speaking, the ages of man were gold and silver, bronze, and sea, iron. I think someone just come to my house. Nope. In Japan, if you are making ibiki wu kaku, what are you doing? In Japan, if you are making ibiki wo kaku, what are you making? A, filleting fish, B, snoring, or C, drinking to excess? I am definitely missing, I think. Let me see if I have it on the ground, because I know I cut these right. And I thought I measured right. Let's see, we have, oh, Vincenzo's here. Hello, Vincenzo. Buena mañana. Good morning. We have CC, poor, they, nothing better to do. No, they don't. Exactly, I had 2 cards back to back with crazy words first thing in the morning. All right, let me check. I don't know if someone's at my door. It's the neighbor's dog. And then let me see if I have misplaced the extra sash. Here I did. Here it is. All right, so what I just said, iki wu kaku, is B, snoring. Snoring. It might be your cat from New York. I hear he got injured, my cat in New York. My son was telling me that the cat, something got to the cat. We don't know what. He said he was limping and he couldn't get it. He couldn't, like, catch it. You know, the cat's not into that. And then he said he hadn't seen the cat for 2 days. So that's got me worried. I'm going to talk to Honey later on to see if the cat has come back. I'm talking about Tom. Skippy John. Skipito. Skipito is doing good. I saw him yesterday. The thing is, I don't think Skipito would fare well in my neck of the woods because Skipito wouldn't have that in him. But there's too many predators where I live. Plus, the cold would probably, he would not be a happy kitty with all that cold. Though he would be happy because he'd be with me. You know, Skipito, he's funny. He was playing for a long time we were sitting out on the marquesina. That's what we call like a little porch, a marquesina. And we call him the marquesina kitty because he just likes to be there. But he was playing with Butters for a while yesterday while everybody was showering from the beach. And Luke was waiting for his turn, yes. The marquesina kitty was too cute. All right, ready? What percentage of food products introduced in 1989 include health claims on their labels? A, 30, B, 40, or C, 50? What percentage of food products introduced in 1989 included health claims on their labels? A, 30%, B, 40, or C, 50? So I spilled the tea this morning, so you'll have to go back. It's too much. Now, today my grandmother is being released from the hospital. She's being released from the hospital and she's going into rehab. Because her heart is all over the place, but she needs to exercise and whatnot to keep the water down and her circulation going. So that's happening today. We have C and A. This is a pretty calico on white female cat that is missing from my neighborhood. Haven't seen her for 3 days. Well, you know, and he has gone missing for like 2 or 3 and then shows up. So, you know, that's not totally odd for him. All right, I'm over here ironing, and then I'm gonna bring this last row to be put together. I'm coming back. I am coming back. All right, so I pressed it, and now we are going, ouch, to put this on. Where are we putting this on? We're putting this right here. So this is the last row. And here we go. What were all the choices? Okay, what percentage of food products introduced in 1989 included health claims on their labels? A, 30, B, 40, or C, 50? And I am pinning. And maybe, just maybe, by the end of the week, I will have 1 completed quilt. If I'm lucky. I'm going to change to A. We have a B, and that says A. Guessing 30. So actually, believe it or not, the answer is 40. B. According to him, or this game, it's 40. Okay, I'm pinning everywhere I see this. I'm just, at this point, I'm not matching anything. I probably should be matching to make sure that this sashing matches the sashing here, but I'm just gonna go with it. We're gonna roll the dice. I'm feeling lucky today. So the answer is B. You were hoping for 35. Okay, life in Egypt can be spiced up with a little bakish. All right? Life in Egypt can be spiced up with a little bakish. Bakishish. Right? Back-she-ish. 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 I'm just, they wrote it phonetically, so it's back-she-ish. What is it? What is bakshiish? A dip, B, a tip, or C, a quip? We have a lot of eggs. Good morning, Joydy. How are you doing? Oh, my last, so now I have the borders, they're already cut, well, the first border is already cut out, which is just the white on white. I'm good. Hope you're well. And Granny, she's holding her own. Ooh, is a missionary in Dubai. I just watched that on Amazing Race Dubai when they went through Dubai. Of course, I haven't been able to watch Amazing Race, but so don't break it to me, the news. All right, so we now have this here. So now we're going to see how far I'll get with this. These are, again, just 2-inch strips that I've sewn end to end. And it's just a white on white, just to go with the rest. So we're gonna head on to put this. I'm liking this scrappy quilt. And I love the fact that it was all made with bonus HSTs. To me is just great. And scraps, of course. The top looks great. Thank you. So the bakshish is a tip. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong, but there you go. Ready? How many fingers? No, never mind. What is with all these? Okay, I don't, this side I couldn't even begin to pronounce it, but who has got cotyledons? Who has got cotyledons? Cotyledons. Cotyledons. A, birds do. B, bees do. Or C, beans do. Gives me more space here. Good morning, Jennifer. Gotta write this down. I'm just looking at something. Oh, there it is, Homestead. I cannot find your page. Okay. So did we know what a how's your grandma? Yeah, I spilled the tea first thing this morning. She's holding her own today. She's going into a rehab facility. And so, yeah. And here, you have to bring your own bed. It's kind of wild. So they come, they pick up her bed, her hospital bed, and then they take her, and so far that's where we're at right now. So she'll be there. She's got some cardiac issues right now, which she's never had before, and some other issues, circulation. So my son's here, and so she was so excited to see him. Yeah, seriously. We got, I'm going to be, this is probably why my mom was calling. So someone has to be home so they can get her bed out of her room so they can deliver it to the, well, you know, when you go here to the hospital, you have to bring your own blankets, your own sheets, your own pillows, all that. Let's see. So yeah. So if you have cotyledons, it's C, beans dill. Beans dill. Beans dill. So good morning, Nikki, if I didn't say that because I don't remember. Okay, Minnesota claims to be the land of 10,000 lakes. How many lakes are there in Finland? A, 24,231. B, 98,299. Or C, 187,888. How many lakes are there in Finland? That was the question. So I'm definitely going to have to find more white on white and cut. When I went to Walmart, I checked out their fabric selection. I don't know what's going on with this vacation. I mean, my stay here this time, between Capri not having much of anything, at least the one I go to. I got to see if there's another Capri nearby other than the one in San Juan. The fabric selection here at this Walmart is really not great at all. Hardly anything there. So my mom said something about there's a store that she thinks that has fabric. So I may check that out. Even though I'm in a no-buy situation, there's going to be things like I'm going to need background. Like, you know, I still have a big chunk of navy blue, just a little, and then I have some black, but not much. So that's what I'm talking about. I have plenty of scraps, and maybe we'll just keep scrapping things up. We'll have to. I mean, I used, this whole quilt was done with scraps of white on white for the background. Okay, so here we go. A, C. Buenos días, Johnny. ¿Cómo estás? Does have solid. My Walmart doesn't have solid white, no tone on tone. No, that's what I mean. I was like looking. They have novelty prints. Well, I have a bag of scraps from a former project, which is that blue braided thing. So I'm going to use that. Figured to do something out with that. And then, because that doesn't use background. So we'll figure out to do something with that. I first have to be able to finish this one. I can't even finish this. I don't have time to even finish this one. Oh, there we go. See if I can get this. If not, I'll take out my threader, but there we are. It broke right at the very end here. What I need is, I need some 301 bobbins, which is featherweight bobbins. I brought bobbins, a bag of bobbins with me, and I bought the wrong bag. I brought the bag where those bobbins didn't work that I ordered on Amazon. So currently I only have 2 bobbins right now, and I have to get some sent here, but like in 2 days. So if anybody has any extra featherweight, they don't have to be the original, but you know that they work, I'm happy to pay 2-day shipping, because Amazon said, oh, they can get them to me, but like on August 8th, which is crazy to me. Oh, you know what you know what I should do? I should call Featherweight Shop this morning. I'm using my 301A. Hello, Anita. Good morning. Good morning. A is incognito. Not a problem. So maybe I'll call the Featherweight Shop this morning and see if they have 2-day shipping or something like that. Okay, I'm going to just quickly press this. I'll be right back. Oh, it's looking nice. Look at the borders. It's looking nice. I mean, I guess you only need 1 bobbin for a machine, right? You don't need a lot of bobbins. I think I'm just being too crazy. I'm sure I'll be fine with 2 bobbins. All right, do I have enough? Oh, I have just enough. So I have to find 1 more strip of white on white. Do the bottom, and then I think I'm good. Let's see. I once went on holiday and forgot the foot pedal. Luckily went and bought a spare. Yeah, there's no place to buy anything here for any kind of machine, let alone this. So, and because I hadn't been sewing, I hadn't even noticed that I brought the wrong one. So now I just have to find, and I have, I think, a small piece somewhere. I have this little piece, which I may need, and yes, here is another strip I have. This was my last strip, and it's selvage to selvage, so all I have to do is cut this, and I think I should have, I would think they would be many sewists in PR. My brother. I know. You would think. Unfortunately for me, not so. So they have, oh, this isn't even 2.5. Are you kidding? Okay, this isn't even a 2.5. This isn't, I mean, 2.5. This isn't a 2. I'll have to. I know. So, Jody, I agree. But unfortunately, I went to a store that had parts and it was not for a 301 or a 221. So, which means I need to order online. Okay, I have. Here we are. I have here, let's see. I found some more, but oh wait, what's this? Nope, that's not. And what's this? That's not. That's a 2. And this is a 2. So you see I have strips here, but nothing that is per se 2 inches. What is this? Nope. Yeah, I found a bag. Oh, are these 2 inches? Nope. Aha. What's this? We've got this. This looks like it's 2 inches. That is 2 inches. All right. We're getting somewhere. Let's see in this stash here. That is not. Those are all shy of 2 inches. I do have a piece. I have a piece of white right here. So I can always cut from here. So ready? Here we are. The Minnesota claims to have the land of 10,000 lakes. How many lakes are in Finland? 100 is the answer is C. 187,888 lakes. How many Americans out of 10 hate entertaining? How many Americans out of 10 hate entertaining? A4, B6, C8. I'm going to press these and we're going to see how far we get. All right. See how much more I need to find. Oh, just a smidgen. And then here. And I just need to find a little piece. I'm sure I could find a little piece. Here we are. What's that? Nope. Oh, this, what size is this? This is not. I had some pieces that were a little bit bigger. Let's see. This one looks like I could take partially of this one and partially of this one. Yep. Wow, we have C. I'll be doing cutting 2.5-inch square therapy today. You need 800. Boy, Jody, you're going to be busy, gal. Where did I put my cut? Oh, here it is. So I found another piece I could add on to this. That's 2 inches. Yep. Okay, we're doing good. Look at this. I'm going right through here. Zipping right through here for 2 inches. Actually, I just think I found something even better. Oh, that's where it ends for 2 inches. All right. So this is all that's left of this piece. So now I have this piece, this piece. There was another piece. Where did it go? Oh, it went on the floor. All right, here we are. So the answer is, ready? Because you're ready. 340 triangle. C, 1 hour. I mean, no, not one. What? Sorry. B, 6, not 1 hour. How many Americans out of 10 hate entertaining is 6? Okay. How would you use, wait, what would you use to detect a miasma? A miasma? A miasma. A miasma. M-I-A-S-M-A, miasma. How would you detect I'm going to say miasma, but I'm sure that's my Spanish going in there. A, your eyes, B, your hands, or C, your nose. I'm going to put these together. Y'all are just too dedicated. Yes. Well, I'm going to have to be cutting up something to do a scrap quilt too here shortly because nothing's pre-done. So I have this, and we are going to go for this. The last row area that's going to need white on white. So here we are. Oh, and this needs to be cut because this is selvage. Don't want to put the selvage in there. Yes, nose. Nose. Yes, the miasma is your nose. You are right. Okay, ready? Dung beetles can carry off a cow pie in how many hours? How many hours can a dung beetle carry off a cow pie? Dung beetles can carry off a cow pie in how many hours? A, 10, B, 5, or C, 1? Let's see. B. B is 5 hours. Someone says 1 hour. Linda says 1 hour. I kind of gave you the answer before when I was looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, yes, I know. It is 1 hour. It is 1 hour. I had no idea though what the question was, so I said, yeah, let me just put it out there anyway. All right, we did it, we did it, we did it. I'm so excited. I'm gonna see an actual somewhat quilt top, still need borders, but I'm excited. I mean, I really think I need a dark border because I put that black in there, which I shouldn't have. So I may, and then look, I still have this for scrap. But look, we have it. So I'm going to pull out my fabrics so that we can see what border I can put on here. I'm gonna also press this really quick. So this, I'm gonna come over here and move you here because we're gonna cut anyway. So here it is, we have this, and now we are going to find borders. Now I have more of this butterfly fabric. Let me go get it. Butterfly, butterfly, where are you? I know I have. That's not butterfly fabric. That's not butterfly fabric. Here it is. All right, here's our butterfly fabric. So being that I have this dark black there and it's bothering me, I think I need to put something dark all around. So I think I'm gonna put this. It's dark. I know it's dark, but I think maybe it'll help with that dark thing going in the center. And then these will just have to wait for another day. We're gonna go with dark. Butterflies, and hopefully it'll tie in that dark stripe I put in the center. This fabric is called Ohana by Maywood Studios EESCO. So we're gonna put that in. And I have, let's see how much I have here. I have, that is 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, oh, half a yard. This is a half yard cut. So I'm thinking that this is going to need 5, let me measure the quilt, but I think it's going to need 5 strips of this. Here we are. Let's see where we're at. So we are here. So we are looking at 54. So definitely are going to need 5 strips. We're definitely within the 40-ish here, I think. So that's 54 down and 41 across. 41 across. So I definitely need 5. So 5, 10, 15. So let's see, 3.5 and 3.5. If I do a 3.5 inch border, that's 7, that's 14, 15, 16, 17 and a half. So as long as I have 18 inches here, I can do a 3.5 inch border. That's 18 inches. I'm gonna double check it with actually this before I start cutting in, because the last thing I want, yes, so I actually have 19.5 inches. Just shy of 20. Oh well. Oh, and I have to press this bottom part. All right, well, we figured it out. That's the good news. So with that said, I have got to go because they keep calling me. Wow, I have 39 of you all on here? Well, thank you. I feel so honored. I wish I could stay on longer, but my phone keeps going off with my mom, so I do have to stop and check and see what's going on. I will try to do as much as I can. Are you making that for your house? It would look pretty there. It would look pretty there. You know what? Let me go take you on the tour real quick, because I have been doing some stuff. So here, we're going to go on a field trip. I call it the field trip. We're going to go on the field trip. My son helped me out a little bit. I mean, he was only here yesterday, but he's already talking about helping me weed whack and do some things. So I have the bed, well, the day bed. This was my grandmother's day bed before she had gotten the hospital bed. And so my mom said, take it for your living room, because if you have guests, you know, I have to have a sew guest, right? But here we can sit here. I bought lots of pillows. Look at this. I bought lots of pillows. I got so many pillows. I'm going to buy more pillows. I could sit here, watch TV. Once I get a TV, I don't have a TV, but I have the spot where the TV is going to go. And look at this. I could just, I'm taking off my shoes. And then when I want to watch TV, take a little nap right here in my living room. So, yeah, so we did that. I bought these. These were Laura Ashley cotton sheets. And they were $22 on clearance. So when I went and bought pillows at Burlington, and then I got these at TJ Maxx, because they just opened a Burlington and TJ Maxx. They have little ruffle, but my whole room here is a navy blue theme. It's like a navy blue turquoise. Well, you'll see. It has this colors in there. And hey, it was on clearance, $22 a set. So that's what we will be doing. Yeah, so we were here, and it was great. My son's girlfriend was laying down in there taking a nap because they didn't sleep much, and my son went over there. And so this is the concrete area. Do you remember the concrete area we were talking about? So this is not the vision that I had for it, but he was tired yesterday, so here we go. Do you see the concrete? So I painted this. You can see here, I got all painted white. I painted it all white, so everything is white. Look at the end here where my purse is, it's white. There's a little gap here. And this here is a blow up. I had it, you know, this is what I bought when we bought the house. We slept in a tent and a full size blow up mattress. So a full size fits here perfectly, but this is too high. So I'm going to get like a full size. Actually, I'm going to get, we haven't decided yet what we're going to do because there's a little gap here. My honey is thinking that maybe he could build, here, let me see. Because this will be the guest kind of room. When I have money, we're going to enclose this. But he's thinking that he could build something here with like things that go up so you can store stuff. So like if you're a guest and you want to put some stuff away, you could put this. My mom's like, they could just stick their luggage there. I was like, yeah, I know, but so yeah, I took the top sheet from there. But yeah, he was sound asleep on this. I was cooking dinner. His girl was over there. He was over here, sound asleep. Oh, look at that. Yes, one could sleep. And then you have a nice view because right there is the horse farm. So if you're sitting up in bed, you can view the valley and everything because there is no, my home is not built next to other homes, which is what I love about it. And so you have a beautiful view. And so, yes, I finished this just in case if he wanted to sleep here, you know, he could sleep here. And so this is good. And this is where I can rest because I have to rest. After yesterday, I know I have to rest. So I have now 2 places to rest. And I could have my own, I could have a quilting retreat here with people I really know because we have that room, and we have all this room to sew. A 3-person retreat, I guess. And so I did make these. And I think I showed you these. So as you can see, the theme is really like navy with white. There's some red and some, it's like a coralish and some yellow. What else did I do? I don't know. Did you see this? I changed this around. So now I have, the stove is here. Oops. The stove is here now. And then I brought this thing from over there over here. And yes, we had rice last night. Big surprise in Puerto Rico. We had rice and beans last night with chicken. And so, yeah. Oh, I got this. You didn't see this too. I got this. Amazon is, I'm trying not to order from Amazon. Trying not to buy fabric, but yeah, here, look. Because I have no storage in this house. Oh, let me turn, well, I ordered these. These are mosquito killers. And there is that over the toilet thing that has shelving. So now I have my towels and all my stuff. So yes, that was an addition. And the mosquito zappers. Yes, I have zappers everywhere. I hardly have any mosquitoes here. The mosquitoes are really bad at my mom's house. They're not terrible here. They're really chill in here. So yeah, that's, and then look, I have, well, we were gonna use this as the back for that, and it did not work. So this I'm gonna give away. And look, my little beach buggy here, so that I could not carry, because I'm not supposed to be carrying. So this has my hamaka, my towel, everything ready to go. So exciting, exciting. And then, I'm dragging it. My son brought it in, but I'm dragging it. We had a spring-loaded tension rod to go across that big 10-foot area. My son hopefully will have time to put this today, but we're going to be transferring grandma to rehab and everything, so I don't know if we'll have time. But we'll have this, and maybe then I'll have my design wall ready to go. So there's a lot of exciting things happening. But everyone, thank you for stopping by. I miss my morning live so much. I miss sewing so much. But everyone have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Pass it forward. And if you don't mind, on the way out, giving me the thumbs up, I would also appreciate it. Hopefully, if nothing goes awry, I will see you tomorrow morning. Just know, if something, you don't see me, it's not necessarily a travesty. It's just my attention is needed elsewhere. So take care, everybody. Bye.